Greetings and salutations, one and all. Welcome to the show. It's another night shift right here, and it's the end of the night shift week. And, it's kind of funny. And, night shift week ends on Hump Day, on the night of Hump Day. So, we kind of get to ease on into the strong end by way of me. Yeah, I kick it off. So welcome to everyone tuning in right now. Those on TuneIn Radio, the Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew, Rotterbox.net, the Foundation Radio Network with ClintonLindsay.com. With Clinton Lindsay at ClintonLindsay.com. Yeah, cool. Let's not put them all together. Across the pond, BPR, Big People Radio, and One Harmony Radio. Top of the morning to you guys over there. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. And guess what? Never ever would I even try.
This song is dedicated to you. You know who you are. I never thought I'd see the day.
Kicking it off with the sound of Ricardo Drew. The breakup song.
Freedom. I could finally take your password off my phone. Yes. Finally go out alone. Yes. Don't care about when I get home. Could finally do what I want without you causing me. I am free. Happy independence. Day to me. I'm tired of the foolish interrogation. I'm tired of your insecurity. If you ever been in this situation,
I want to say welcome to those tuned in for the first time on this maiden broadcast on kevinstew.com. Yes, you heard right. kevinstew.com is up and running. Choose your device. You can watch and listen live.
From all the cussing, I'm free. Happy independence. Days of me. Thank God it's over. Thank God I'm over you. It's finally over. It's been long overdue. Thank God we done. I could finally get some freedom. Free at last.
This is the breakup song, and it seems to be the song that will be used on as long as we're discussing this topic, because I can't think of a more appropriate song. And if somebody can give me one, I'll gladly take it. Numbers to call, numbers to text to get you in touch: 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839.
We done. I could finally get some freedom. I could finally take your password off my phone. Yes. Finally go out alone. Yes. Don't care about when I get home. Could finally fussing me. I am free, happy independence, day to me. I'm tired of the foolish interrogation. Foolish interrogation. I'm tired of your insecurity. If you ever been in this situation, raise your hand and sing it with me. Thank God it's over.
I want to say welcome to those tuning on kevinstew.com. Yet again, yeah, the chat room is right there. You can change your profile name if you choose. Tonight my guest will be Karlene Maxwell-Williams. Guess 47 says there's no video. Really? Refresh. As I'm looking at it here and I see me.
If you escape your situation, raise your hand and sing it with me. Thank God it's over. Thank God I'm over you. It's finally over. It's been long overdue. Thank God we done. I could finally get some freedom. No one can do what I want, go where I want, with who I want, anytime I want. I'm not going back.
After refreshing, are you getting video now?
Drink what I want, see who I want, sleep where I want, anytime I want. I'm not going back.
Let me know.
To live my life, no more drama, no more fights. When mama don't like you, something's wrong, 'cause she likes everyone.
What kind of device are you using? PC, tablet, phone?
'Cause I'm free, happy independence, day to be. It's over, thank God I'm over you. It's finally over, it's been long overdue. Thank God we done. I finally get some freedom.
Play me the rhythm.
Yeah, we're warming up, yeah? And I don't mind doing this.
This is a madman.
I don't mind.
This is Uncle Ellis. I don't mind.
This is a drunkard.
10 minutes after the hour.
I don't mind.
Watch me when I drift.
I drifted.
Everybody drift.
That's quite concerning. Hashtag happy.
Take a wine on the spot. Take a wine on the spot. Take a wine on the spot.
Change browsers. Still no video.
Take a wine on the spot. Take a wine on the spot. This is a dab dab.
I don't mind.
This is a drunkard.
I don't mind.
Hold on, get on. Jump here and do.
So, what are you seeing? Are you seeing just a blank screen with the circle keep going?
I don't mind.
This is a drunkard.
I don't mind.
Watch me when I drift.
I drifted.
Everybody drift.
Because I'm looking at me
Take a wine
on
on the spot.
I'm looking at me on the monitor that I have, and I'm looking at me on
Take a wine.
my phone.
Take a wine on the spot. Take a wine on the spot. Take a wine on the spot.
If anybody else is having the same issue or a similar issue,
But good question.
please be sure to just let me know, because it's a maiden voyage. So y'all let me know what's going on out there, yeah? Please. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Feel I see Bad Royal. Would you just let me be myself? Yeah.
This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of those responsible for making this video happen. Policy Media Group, and being in a moment is priceless. Here's the proof. It works. Only if hashtag happy can get hers to work. Come on, Happy, you can do it. So tonight the discussion continues. Parental alienation. You can get it on your phone but not on your PC. That is interesting. With both browsers on your PC? Hashtag happy, you're making me regret not doing a Facebook Live now. I'm so sorry. This is on a voice and Bad Royal. Guess 142 says, I got it on Chrome. Thank you very much. Track is called Getaway. And as it relates to our topic for discussion this evening, parental alienation. If you've gone through this at any point in time, I know you can relate to just wanting to just get away. You want to get away from everything that you can think of. You want to get away from work, you want to get away from your friends, you want to get away from the person causing you the grief. But one thing remains, the common thing. You want to get away with your kids. On the line, I want to introduce you guys to someone I met at a networking event. I would have to say 3 months ago. I'm so horrible with dates. But she is a Supreme Court certified mediator and operates out of Fort Lauderdale. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my guest for the evening, Mrs. Karlene Maxwell-Williams. And the crowd goes wild.
Yay!
Good evening, Karlene. How are you?
Good evening. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I must say I am doing well. I was looking forward to this night have been looking forward to this night for a while now.
Awesome. Me too.
So, and yeah, when I mentioned it to you first, you were like, "Yep, good to go." Sounding
Good
like
to
Elephant
go,
Man.
yes.
Yep.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty, the meat and the potatoes.
See, for those who haven't yet had dinner, sorry, it's not my fault.
I know.
I didn't
Yeah.
say it. But Karlene,
Yes.
last week I started this discussion on my show
Okay.
talking about parental alienation. And due to other commitments, you were unable to give us a call in. But
Right.
I'm fine with that because tonight you get a whole night to yourself.
Oh dear. I'm so special.
But before we get into it,
Yes.
once again, I want to thank Policy Media Group for making this possible. PEMG TV, Policy Media Group, and other Pulse sites.
Hmm.
Thank you very much. And being in a moment is priceless. You want to give Pulse a call, 754-999-6020. Tell them I sent you, DJ Kevin Stew. Numbers to call, numbers to text for tonight. You can be a part of this conversation. You can ask Karlene questions as we go along or share your story or your situation. 773-789-STEW. That's 773-789-7839. And those who are listening and want to jump on to watch and participate in the chat room, kevinstew.com. Oh, by the way, Karlene,
Yes.
you're on the maiden broadcast on kevinstew.com.
Nice.
So you're super special. Very first broadcast.
Listen, I'm telling you, I'm beaming here. You can't see it, but I'm actually beaming.
So, Caroline, just give a quick introduction of who you are and what it is that you do before
Okay.
as we get into this.
Well, my name is, as you say, it's Karlene Maxwell-Williams. I'm a mediator for the Broward County courts, and I also have a business where I help people do divorce, child support, immigration. I worked at the child support office for about 15 years, and then I started my own business. I mostly advocate for men who
Mm.
are paying child support, who can't get to see their kids, and that's one of my main focus.
Hmm. Men who can't get to see their kids paying child support.
Yeah.
That sounds like not a lot of men.
Oh, there are a lot. There are a lot of good men out there who work really hard to take care of their kids. And, women, I know I'm a woman, but because we are so trying to get back at them, we use the kids as a pawn and don't let them see the kids, and that's not right. So my job is to help them bridge that gap and spend time with their kids.
Okay, how exactly do you go about doing that? Because there has to be
Hmm.
a process of some sort,
Yes.
and
So
there
first
also
we
has
need
to be
to
a
know
reason
where.
why you decided to advocate for
Mhm.
men in all of this too.
Of course, because when I worked at the child support office for 15 years, my job was to take away your license, seize your bank account, take away your passport, do all the manner of evil to you when you're not paying. And
Mm.
then I saw that side, and then I see the other side, where there were good men, and just because of how the system was set up, they were being treated wrongly. And then men tend to procrastinate, and they're not really a fighter when it comes to court and stuff like that, like we women are.
Right.
And so, they suffer along the way, and there's no one out there. There are a lot of, I see now they have a lot of organization trying to help now, but there's not a lot. So, I just decided that my job is going to be to help these guys. And maybe, because of my husband and I have two older sons. Well, they don't, thank God, they don't make me a grandmother. Thank you, Lord. But, you know,
Not yet.
yeah. Oh God, please. So, for that, I just, and I meet so many good men. There's so many good men out there who work so hard, money coming out of their paycheck every month, and they can't spend one weekend with their kids. That's not right. So my job is to get the paperwork together, file a motion in court. Now, the one thing is, in order for me to get her in court and get the visitation, because you will get it, we need to know where she is. We need to kind of
She
find out
being the
where she
mother.
is, the mother, and yeah. Like I was doing a case once, and she moved away, and we couldn't find her. But the little girl called him, send a picture to him on her phone, and behind her there was a mail on the desk. And so we opened it up and got it bigger and saw the address, and we serve her.
Are you serious?
Girl was girl was shocked. Oh yeah,
Wait, but
that's how we got her.
know that you've given away that little bit of a trick. I'm pretty sure nobody is taking pictures with anything in their background anymore.
Yeah, she was just and it says God work in mysterious ways. She just took the picture and sent it to her dad, and behind it we saw the things behind her dad, and we just pull it up and pull it, and there it was, and we served her, and now he gets her on weekends and on his birthday, and they alternate, you know. So now it's good.
Huh.
It took about 6 months, 8 months before we found her. We finally, got it. And he just came in and he was so upset. And he like, this is a picture she sent me, and I took it from him on his phone. And we kept looking at the picture. And I said, wait a minute, what's behind her? And we just pull it, and there it was, and we just served her.
Wow. I, at what point
Hmm.
do does a mediator get called into this whole trying to either find or get time or adjust um, child support payments for parents? Because I know you don't only work for men.
I do.
You do only work for men?
Right. When I do my divorce, and divorces, they're women and men. But when it comes to child support and visitation, it's only men. I mean, if
Really?
I do a woman, if I'm helping a woman,
Yes.
it's about her divorce, and maybe playing into role. Her kids may be involved, and the man may do something, maybe take the kids and not saying he should take them when it was his time and never bring him back, something like that.
Right,
But as
right.
far as when it comes to child support, if you are a woman, want to be on child support, want me to enforce your child support for you, I'm not going to help you. If you want me to hang him, look for him and take away his license, I'm not helping you. I only help guys who are on child support. And when it comes to them paying child support and want to see their kids, I only help guys. That's it.
So what if the guy is actually, kind of be slick about the whole thing? You still help him?
Well, when you say slick, what do you mean?
Sometimes there are actually guys who they actually try to stiff the mother on child support if he's the
No.
one, if it's that is the case where he is paying child support,
Right.
because it's not always the case.
Well, I mean, if he is paying child support, just because he gets visitation, that's not going to take away his child support payments. It's not going to make it not going to make his child support payment go less. It's not going to do anything for his child support payment.
Hmm.
So it's not going to affect his child support at all. Because when you do for visit, try to file a motion to get him to see his kid, it's a whole different case. The two of them are not combined together; they're separated.
Ah, okay.
So if he comes in and he's saying, "Oh, I give her money, I pay her, and she won't let me see the kid," and when we check child support, he's not paying her really. But just because he's not paying her, which he should, doesn't mean that she should stop him from seeing his kid.
Right,
And
right.
maybe the reason why he's not paying is because he's not seeing the kid, and he wants to see, and he feel like she's punishing me, so I'm going to punish her, and it's all about everybody trying to punish each other.
But the only ones getting punished is
Is
the
the kid.
child or children.
Yes, is a child. Like I had this case, he hasn't seen the kid, but he's been paying her every month, and she got sick, and she said, "Oh, I need help." So he sent her his card from Sam's, and in about 2 months she racked up $30,000 at Sam's.
What?
She bought TV because he showed me everything. She bought TV, she bought this, she bought that, all the stuff in 30 days, 30 grand
On his account?
on his account. because he had a big, he had good credit and everything. And he came to me and he's like, Miss Williams, I'm like, and now she won't even give me credit because the law says everything you give to her directly besides doing child support is considered a gift. But if she walks in and said she want to give you credit, he'll get credit. And she refused to give him credit for anything and refused to let
Wow.
him see the kid. So I had to file a motion for him with all his receipts and everything and give it to the judge that he could get credit. And he was doing it for her with the notion that, okay, if I do this for her, I'm going to get to see my kid and I'll get to spend time with her. But not, she was just ripping him off.
So, all right. So, first of all, basically,
Mhm.
guys need to make sure that they have all their receipts intact. So, if
Right.
they're giving child
Yes.
support, they're gonna have to make sure that they have a way to prove what if they're giving $1 or $1 million.
Right.
They have to
So if
prove that
there's
they're
no
giving this
child
money.
support order in and she hasn't bring it to child support until you broke up and she have the child, you still take care of the kid. Give her whatever you can
Right.
and keep your risk. Don't give her cash. Give her a money order, a check,
Right.
or a
Right.
cashier's check, and you keep all your receipts. That if she do decide to go to child support and say, "Oh, he never gave me a dime," they will back pay it and say, "Oh, you were 3 years back support." But they can say, "Oh no, judge, here's my receipts. I've been giving her money every month," and
Right.
that's how you get your credit and not walk away owing back support. And one of the things why a lot of guys paying child support and paying so much is because you guys tend to ignore the paperwork that comes in the mail. I
Mm.
think if you guys think if it don't answer it or throw it in the garbage, it'll go away. But it doesn't. It only makes things worse. So when you get these documents in the paper, in the mail, if you don't understand it, get someone to interpret it for you. Answer it, fight it, because a lot of them you pay now $700-800 a month. It may not you may not have to do pay that much if you just communicate, send your paperwork, let them know, and it wouldn't maybe reach to that point. And then now they're trying to fight it when they reach. Oh my God, look, but they're taking all this out of my paycheck. Men tend to ignore things like that.
Mm.
And that's one of their downfall. They don't pay attention until when their back is against the wall or when they need their passport and realize that they can't get their passport because they owe child support. They're like, okay, oh my God, when did this happen? I'm like, well, you've been getting papers in the mail, you just wasn't paying attention.
Right.
Because they can't do anything without you not knowing and they not telling you. So they notify you, you just weren't paying attention to it.
In the chat room, hashtag happy says women like that irritate me to no end. She probably had a baby to try to trap the guy and it didn't work. Well, for whatever
Yeah,
reason, they probably had great times before and
it
they just
does.
fell out
It
of
does.
love.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, sometimes I do divorces every day, and it's like you just like people married 20 years, and you're like, what happened? And the hate that is
Mm.
developed between each other is like,
Right.
wow. You're just like, did you ever meet? It's just a weird thing to see.
Wow. Bottom of the hour, 29 minutes to the top. We're gonna take a quick little break. Come back. Call your friends, tell your friends, let them know we're on live on 11 color, kevinstew.com, rotterbox.net, the Foundation Radio Network, clintonlindsay.com, One Harmony Radio, and BPR, Big People Radio, PEMGTV.com. You have endless amounts of ways to tune into this show. Call your friends, share the link with your friends, tell them, listen, we're talking about parental alienation, and we're taking it from a mediator standpoint. So with me, we have Broward Court certified mediator, Karlene Maxwell-Williams, who will be hanging out with us tonight. Call, give your comments, share your stories, ask her questions, make an appointment. You can do that now too. I'm sure she has her calendar right there with her.
Right? Make the appointment to do your divorce, or make your appointment for me to talk to you about your child support, about because a lot of them also have their license suspended
See?
and they need to get their license back and they need it. I mean, which I think that system is so ridiculous because if you suspend a person's license,
Wait,
how you expect them to work?
don't say another word because I need to talk to you about that too.
Oh,
All right, so we'll be right back after these few messages. Don't go anywhere unless you're gonna bring back some people with you. All right.
hello.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
Hey Dad, how do you throw a curveball? How do you build a fort? How do refrigerators run? How do fish learn how to swim?
Kids ask a lot of questions,
How high can you jump?
but you don't have to know every answer.
How many phone numbers are there?
Because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent.
How do cell phones work?
There are thousands of children in foster care who don't need every question answered.
What's electricity?
They just need you.
What's the moon made of?
For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Seal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
It's time to get live, it's time to get lit. Spiritually powered inspirational thoughts. It's time to spit. Join Sharon Corinthian and St. Patrick every Tuesday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on 96.3 IMG Radio as they bring you poetry at its finest, featuring some of the hottest spoken word artists from around the world. It will leave you touched, moved, and inspired. Tell a friend to tell a friend and join us for the show.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
It's Christina representing for DJ Kevin. You see me, I say, I don't know the boss. You see me, I say, DJ Kevin's Stew and the night shift radio show. Yo, it at the thing, turn up the thing loud. Whoa, DJ Kevin's Stew have the heart of a champion. Never underestimate, just choose him. The silver line behind the dark clouds. DJ Kevin's Stew, believe him, and that's no doubt. Salute the night shift radio show, Christina. It's a heart it up, loud. Kill a beast.
Parents are the same, no matter time, no place. They don't understand that us kids are going to make some mistakes. So to you other kids all across the land, there's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand.
little sister all hopped in the car. We headed downtown to the Gallery Mall. My mom started bugging with the clothes she chose. I didn't say nothing at first, I just turned to my nose. She said, "What's wrong? This shirt costs $20. I said, "Mom, the shirt is plaid with a butterfly collar." The next half hour was the same old thing. My mother buying me clothes from 1963, and then she lost her mind and did the ultimate. I asked her for Adidas and she bought me Zips. I said, "Mom, what are you doing? You ruined my rap." She said, "You're only 16, you don't have a rep yet." I said, "Mom, let's put these clothes back, please." She said, "No, you go to school to learn, not for a fashion show." I said, "The sun is shining, now come on, Mom, I'm not Bowser, Mom, please put back the bell-bottom Brady Bunch trousers. But if you don't want to, I can live with that, but you gotta put back the double knit reversible slacks." She wasn't with it, everything stayed the same. Inevitably, the first day of school came. I thought I could get over. I tried to play sick, but my mom said, no way, forget it, there was nothing I could do. I tried to relax, I got dressed up in those ancient artifacts. And when I walked into school, it was just as I thought. The kids were cracking up, laughing at the clothes Mom bought. And those who weren't laughing still had a ball, cause they were pointing and whispering as I walked down the hall. I got home and told my mom how my day went. She said, "If they were laughing, you don't need them, cause they're not good friends." For the next 6 hours, I tried to explain to my mom that I was gonna have to go through this about 200 more times. So to you other kids all across the land, there's no need to argue, parents just don't understand. Okay, here's the situation. My parents went away on a week's vacation and they left the keys to the brand new Porsche. They mine? Well, of course not. I'll just take it for a little spin and maybe show it off to a couple of friends.
Welcome back to the show.
Neighborhood, well, maybe I should. Yeah, of course I should. Pay attention, here's the thick of the plot. I pulled up.
It's a night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. The beginning of the night shift weekend, really.
To perpetrate like I was talking. Should have seen this girl's bodily dimension.
Tonight where we do a thing we call Real Talk.
She said, "Was that for me?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Why?" I said, "Come on and take a ride with the hell of a guy." She said, "How do I know you're not?"
In the background, you're hearing DJ Joseph and the Fresh Prince.
My name is the Prince. Besides, what a lunatic.
Yeah, Will Smith, that guy. Parents just don't understand.
So as I must say, word. We hit McDonald's.
Tonight in Real Talk, we continue the discussion about parental alienation.
She said, "Drive fast, speed turns me on." She put her hand on
My guest tonight, Broward County Supreme Court certified mediator. See, it's kind of tough to get all that in there sometimes.
You know, you didn't even get all of it. You just got part.
Okay, it's tough to get that part of it in there. Karlene Maxwell-Williams. Sometimes I'm so tempted to say Williams Maxwell. I don't know why. Karlene Maxwell-Williams.
Maybe I need to get me a jazzy name like Miss K. That'll be just easier for everyone. Hey, Miss K. Hi.
Well, you know, you do have the Lady K name.
Oh, the Lady K. I don't know. Isn't there another Lady K somewhere?
There's a Lady K somewhere else out there.
Yeah.
But of course, there's probably another Miss K out there too. So
that is true. That is true.
You know, you just can't get away from it.
And if I just say Maxwell, they're going to confuse me with the singer. So.
Right. So we'll work through it. We'll work through it. So, all right. Before we went on the break, you mentioned suspended licenses.
Yes.
And in the fight to, and this is just, remember for those just tuning in, the real focus here, the bottom line here, is not the child support side of it. It's the being able to interact with your child. That time that you get to bond with your child, to watch your child grow, that time that you get that is just your time together. That is the real focus. These other things are a part of it. So don't get us wrong when you hear us talking about other things. They're a part of the whole. They parental alienation is part of the whole too, but we're just focusing on, we're really trying to hone in on that part of it, because that part of it doesn't get talked about a whole lot. And more often than not, it is the men that are alienated from their children by the mothers of those children. I know of some situations where it's the other way around. So don't get me wrong,
Oh yeah.
but and that part is talked about a lot, and women tend to get a lot of support. The men, however, do not. And you mentioned losing licenses. If you want to call in and participate in the show, 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. You mentioned licenses being taken away for some of these men, Karlene.
Yeah. Yes.
And how is that beneficial in any way, shape, or form? In
It's
your
not.
15 years with the child support office, and how long now have you been in private practice?
I've been doing it for about 10 years now.
So
I've been, yeah.
25 combined years
hmm
in this. How have you seen it beneficial to anyone?
It's not. It's not. It's just like you need your license to work, go to work, to drive back and forth to help pay this bill that you said I have. And taking it away, it's only going to hurt that person even more. And
Hmm.
then you have him maybe driving on the road illegally with no license and no insurance.
Yeah, because that's just brilliant.
Yeah. But once if it gets suspended, one again, we have to read the letters come in the mail. Usually they warn you. You got 20 days for this notice. Either come in and talk to us and make an arrangement, or petition the court and tell the judge, hey, don't suspend. This is what I'm going through. So if you don't make that attempt when that happened, then the suspension is going to go through into that 20 days. After that, the only alternative is pretty much paying what you owe, or we can still petition the court and ask the judge to give it back to you.
Mm.
It can be fixed. You just have to get on it and just, and it can be prevented if you just keep your eye out in the mail when you get the paperwork.
Right, right. No, but that's not the only thing that men go through sometimes in these situations that contribute to them being alienated from their children.
Yes. No. A lot. Their passport, they're going to jail, there are a lot of things.
That, and again, this is part of the reason too why you got involved with advocating for men.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So I don't know how the policy and procedures are going to change in order to help them.
Hmm.
All we can do at this point is try to help as much as we can help and just kind of spread the word out there to, pay attention to your mail. If you don't understand something, reach out to someone. Just don't throw it in the corner and leave it and get upset and don't care.
Right, right.
And just because she's not letting you see the kid, it's like I tell them child support is like a knife. She holds the blade, the blade, and she holds the
The
handle, and
handle.
you hold the blade.
Right.
And every time you pull, only you alone getting cut.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
you gotta let it go and just kind of, you know. And then it also makes it even better for you when they see you're making the effort on your part,
Right.
and then we go to court and say, hey, we need to see our kid. Yeah, they're not going to deny you, even if you're not paying, but it makes it still look good. That,
Mm-hmm.
hey, he's doing what he's got to do, and then let her look like the bad guy.
If you can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can make it happen.
You see, it's kind of refreshing when it is a woman that is
Yeah,
is
it is.
helping
I
to
get a lot
fight.
of backlash from women. They call me, oh, you don't have no man, so that's why you are. They told me I'm gay all the time. So, oh, you just gay. I'm like, I don't know what being gay has to do with it being, and I'm like, so when I tell people, oh, I've been married for 26 years and I've been with my husband for 30 years, They're like, huh? What? So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah. What do you have to say at that point?
exactly, so it's nothing to do with bitter or have no man or not, it has nothing to do with that. I have a great husband that I've been with for 30 years. I have two older sons, 30 years old and 25.
Hmm.
So it has nothing. It's
And you don't
just
look a
how I
day over
feel.
25 yourself.
Oh dear Lord. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's just how I feel and just my experience and it's just how I feel about it. Maybe it's just my calling. So, that's what I try to do.
Well, on behalf of men all over, we appreciate love the fact that you do. And
Yes, I know you guys appreciate it. I have a lot of admirers. I can call a lot of them and just get lunch. I got a lot of them who tell me that they'll wait until my husband died and they will marry me.
wow.
Oh yeah, so I do have a lot that grow an attachment to me. Oh,
Well, when you find a woman that will fight for you with something that is as serious as this,
hmm
it really makes a difference. And it's far too often that the children have to be put through these situations.
Yeah, it's really, really sad. That's the worst part.
When you start a case, when someone calls you up and they say,
hmm
Miss Karlene, here's my situation.
hmm
I haven't seen my children in 2 months, and I give a little something. It's not. I checked the calculator for child support, and it is not what the calculator says I should be giving, but is what I have, is what I can give, or else I
Right.
won't be able to eat, or I won't be able to pay my bills, or keep the
hmm
roof over my head. But I'm afraid because, well, you probably won't hear the words I'm afraid
Right,
from
right.
some men. But what you pretty much get from it is they're afraid because child support laws state X, Y, and Z, and they're going to get penalized for wanting to try to get to see their children.
hmm
What's your first, or what are the steps that you take from your starting point to your court point?
Well, when they come in and if they're on child support and they're not paying what they're supposed to be paying, then first I look at their income and see if they cannot afford it, then we need to do a downward modification. We need to go to court and ask the judge, hey, we can afford this based upon his income or his situation and what he has. He can't afford to pay this. Can we get it lowered? We
Mm,
try to get that's one separate case. Then once we know where she is, then we go ahead and we petition to get visitation for her, for him,
right.
and then that's a separate case, and that so there'll be two cases: one to do a modification, and one to try to get one to get visitation with his child.
And you pretty much emphasize when once you start that um, your visitation and your child support are two different
Two
cases.
different, exactly. I mean, it tells you. I mean, it's two different case numbers, two different issues. Child support has nothing to do with it. They won't even be at the hearing on the visitation. They don't, and that's the thing. I think maybe they should incorporate it, like saying, okay, you're on child support. When child support is established, it also should establish visitation in there, and said he should be have this amount of time with the kid, and this amount of time he should have access to speak to her, do whatever. I think they need to put them together and stop making them separate
Hmm.
and penalize her if she's not doing what she needs to do, then she there will be consequences to her actions too.
So at present, there is no real consequence to the mother
No,
in a.
no. The only way we're going to get consequences for her is once we get the order saying that we have her on a certain day and we have her on a certain date, and she does not do that, then we can take her to court for contempt, and then she will be penalized for not following the court order.
How often does that happen?
As far as taking her for contempt,
Right. Yes.
not a lot because okay, you guys, or how can I say it? We
Say it
women,
plain. Just say it plain. We talk
okay,
real right here.
we women will go after your balls and cut it off and season it up and let you eat it. And then you guys tend to have this thing, you know what? I don't want, it's my child mother. I don't want to do that. And, it's my child mother. I'm like, seriously? She ain't thinking about you that you're her dad, it's her father. I mean, seriously. So it's like, all of a sudden there's this little sympathy thing that you guys develop with this woman. 'Cause you don't want to take her to the ringer, but she will do it with you in a heartbeat. And I have to constantly have this conversation. I'm like, why are we like why are we having this sympathy and this understanding? She violated the court order. We're going to take her down. But he's my child, mom, and what? So I know nobody understand. The woman never understand when I talk. They're like, why are you saying that? I'm like, yeah, take her down. If she's
Wow.
violated a court order, we file a motion for contempt and we take her down. She's in contempt and let her know we're not to be messed with. And when my turn comes to see my kid, you better make sure my kid I can see my kid. And that's it.
Now, in the cases that you have taken, or over the past, believe it or not, decade and a half that you've been doing this,
Hmm.
how many times have you actually spoken to the children about what's going on?
No, there was nothing because it's like most of them are young kids, and even within the court system, the judge wouldn't ask the kids anything because they're
Right.
under 18. So the conversation with them, it wouldn't be appropriate to ask, and it's like let them trying to let them take sides or so take talking to them is kind of off limits.
So, not even the mediator speaks to the children.
No, we don't talk to the kids. We don't talk to the kids. We don't want to hear because all we want is I mean we don't care what the mother how bad she is. We just want them to see each other. So unless this person is physically harming this child, and that's the only way we're going to say okay. And then someone out there going to be have to be some proof and evidence, and go
Right,
to the
right,
next level.
right.
But there's no need to get the kids involved and trying to put sides, because then we are trying to make a side on which side it is, and poor kid gonna get confused. Because I mean, at the end of the day, some children just love their parents equally. They don't see the bad side to each parent that they're each of them finding out. Oh, you do this, you do that. They don't see that. They just see that. Oh, that's my dad, that's my mom.
However, in parent alienation, what you typically find happening is one parent creating this negative, this bad,
Right.
painting this bad picture of the other parent. So the child then creates the support for this, or believes what it is that the other parent is saying. And it's usually the parent that has the majority of the time.
Right. But she can or continue to say that. But when that child turn 18, it's going to be a different thing because, but it's not right for them to do that. But they unfortunately do it and we can't control it, which I think maybe there should be a law against it. But there's nothing you can do except like that's why you fight to get the time with your kid that he can see that when you go home and mom's saying stuff there you're like you don't listen to her because like I just spent some time with my dad and I didn't see all that so you know
Mm.
so that's where they have to fight to spend time to show their kid the kind of person they are.
Right.
Then they will make a decision. These kids are smarter and more intelligent than when we were growing up. Believe me.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. I
Oh
see
yeah,
that with my own children. I see that with the children I work with in my other life.
yeah.
I see it. Yeah.
They'll pick sense out of nonsense now. They're not just gonna go because even this little girl where I was telling you we got the picture in the background. Her mom says so many bad things about her dad all the time, but she knew better. She loved her dad, and no matter what she was saying, that wasn't going to stop her from sneaking and calling him and taking a picture and sending it to him. You can't stop love if she really loves her dad, you can't stop that. She's just gonna grow up and resent her eventually. So her karma will be coming.
How many cases have you done, or have you done any cases
Hmm.
where you've been there with the parent
Hmm.
until the child becomes liberated, till the child becomes 18, and you you've heard the stories that come with the child turning around and saying they don't want to do anything to do with that other parent.
Oh yeah, I've seen it a lot. I mean, I have one where he's 18 and now, she hold him away from his father for so long. And when he turned 18, he's like, I want to see my dad. And then he explained to her what the problems you had between you and him was between you and him. It had nothing to do with me. And, the sense of the connection between she and him is not there anymore,
Mm.
you know, because he hate the fact that she stopped him from being a part of his dad's life growing up. And I just finished one with this. It was a divorce that I did, and she, he visits the child, he picks her up from school, and they take turns, and when he does something wrong, she'll call, don't pick her up, don't do this, don't do that, don't drop her off, don't
Some
keep her.
something wrong in her eyes.
Yes, because and I explained to her, and that was last week. I explained to her, no matter what you and him go through, do not use this child as a pawn. Let him continue seeing his kid. Let him still pick her up. Don't figure a way out to communicate without putting the child as it. And of course, she was upset with me about it. I haven't heard her call me again, but so it is what it is. But I mean, I'm telling her because she used me. She calling me, he did it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna mediate between the two of you. You guys, the divorce is over. It's done. It's over with. You guys need to learn how to communicate. And the key
Mm.
thing is communication, communication and respect. You know, you respect each other's point of views and you communicate.
That can
And
be tough sometimes,
it,
though.
it is, it is. And worse when she going, somebody has to step down. Somebody, you can't just keep fighting and argue. What are you going back and forth? Just take the high road. I tell my guys, just step back. Let you keep talking. As long as you get what you want, you're good. Let's let you keep talking. If
Eh.
that's what makes her happy, keep talking.
It's the ones that have to endure the talking and not getting what they want. Those are the ones I feel
Listen,
it for.
I showed them how I tune out my whole family. Something. Oh, you said something? What? 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 You said what? No way. Practice the art of. Maybe I need to have a seminar. The art of ignoring. I'm like, oh yeah. I'll stand right here and my husband talking to me and I have no idea what he just said.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, because I'm like gone.
And that's how
And
the
that's a
fight
lot of
started.
practice. That's a years of practice, okay? I could maybe teach that skill right now.
So, but you see, now when you do it, it's okay. If he does it, then he gets the rolling pin. That's not
No,
fair.
no, if he does it, I know. Well, let's just say I'm a big girl, so I know what I dish out I have to take. I got a big, so
Right.
I take it
Do you
because
find
I
in
know. Uh,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, do you find in mediation that you have to be telling both parties that, well, guess what? You're the adults in this relationship. because I just heard you mention that you said you were saying something very important, that you're a big girl. You know what it is that you are into, and the rules of engagement as adults, and what you give, you may get back in return,
Right, right.
and such. So, have you found that in mediation you had to point this out to the parents? You are adults, you are parents.
Oh yeah, all the time, but they don't listen. These things are people that are going through years of arguing and fighting. They have so much hurt, bitterness, that one day mediation makes no difference. They'll hear me then, but it when they leave the room, doesn't matter. They're just gonna go back.
In one
It's
ear,
it's
out the other.
yeah, yeah. It's this is you can't resolve anything in an hour, a couple of hours, in years of going through this. Like that would be the act of God. All I can just kind of let them know that the kid not should not be used as a pawn, as a weapon. Find other ways to hurt each other, but not use the
Seriously?
kid.
How about
Yeah.
not hurt each other?
No, not early. It's like I got to get back at you because you get back at me. It's a human thing, you know. That's a human thing. I don't know how we're ever gonna fix that. All I'm trying to focus on is just do you take care of the kid and just share the child, and everybody get to spend time with her, and she or him, and just don't use her or him in the middle of your confrontation. And then, also the thing is too, is like, okay, a lot of times sometimes too, it's not even pain. Some people, they are pain and everything is good, but then they have the social media out there. Oh, he now have a new girlfriend. Oh Lord, that's it. Oh, you got a girlfriend, and you want my child to be with you a little. What's a woman? Oh, hey, So sometimes they're men, they're paying, but it's also other issues that want them not to. No, she's not going over there to be with her and this man and this woman, and and they on the social. Oh, don't let him say he's gonna get married. Oh Lord, that's the end of that.
How do you navigate? Wait, what time is it? 6 minutes after the. Oh, I missed my top of the hour commercial break.
Oh dear.
I need to take this break. I'm just gonna be a short one,
Okay.
but I need to know how you navigate when the well, as in the case that you deal with, mostly the men, they have another woman in their life, a new woman in their life,
Yes.
and the mother is catching a case. How do you deal with that as a part of your mediation? That's what.
Find her a man
Wait,
that's
don't
been
answer
with their
yet. Don't answer yet. That answer need to come when we come back from the break, because I need to know how that works, because I'm sure are
Oh yeah.
many a men who are going through it,
Oh
and
yes.
they
Because they
need
don't
to
want to
know.
see that man be happy, and they may not have a significant other, and then you're gonna get married and make a life, and that was what she wanted, and now you're doing it.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
say another word. We're gonna take a quick little break. When we come back, we talk for the final segment to continue talking to Karlene Maxwell-Williams, and yeah, you caught that right. And this segment was brought to you courtesy of GMAT Music Solutions, providing just what you need for your outdoor event: lighting, stage equipment, engineers, a DJ, an MC. Give them a call. They can hook you up. Pulse Media gives you the video. They give you the audio and the stage setup. Call them. GMAT Music Solutions. They have the hookup for you. When you call them, call my name. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you. Their number, 754-307 GMAC. 754-307-4622. We'll be right back after these few messages. I tell you, it's going to be real quick. I promise. We'll be right back.
Pulse Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
We're off to an early start for a long hot summer, but beat the heat with a dash of lemongrass refresher. This cool thirst quencher is a low sugar beverage made from the fevergrass plant, which has antioxidants, several wellness properties, and is a great lifestyle drink for all ages. Ah, that hits the spot. It's a new great taste. Have one today. Dash Lemongrass Refresher, distributed by Carib Atlantic Distributors. Call 954-614-0919. That's 954-614-0919. Life's a dash. Live well.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Rants featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Seal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skellenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
Yes. Sakar Mantino, I'm making notes right now. You are locked in to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift.
Here's my story that's never been told. I'm no longer a child, I'm grown old. Looking out of the window at so many lost souls, wondering what's their story, and if it's ever been told. Listening to people that don't really know, 'cause my story's never been told. I lived a life that many didn't know. I shared a smile, they even said it glowed, but deep down inside story, but you can hold what you hold. I lived a life that many
Honey, are you getting the stuff in the car for me?
I should have smiled, think people said it gold, but deep down inside is where the pain shows.
The sound of Empress Unique. The track is called My Story. I want to welcome you back to the show. Yeah, this is new music from her, for those of you who are wondering.
Only I know the truth that has never been told. Remember, there's three sides to this story. I lived a life that many didn't know. I should have smiled, they even said it goes, but deep down inside is where my pain shows. Now if my lover didn't know, deep down inside is where the pain shows. Now if my lover didn't know, looking out of this window, wondering what's their story. Listen,
I'll play this one again for you later on.
don't really know
15 minutes after the hour. Let's have a few more minutes with Karlene.
that many didn't know. I should have smiled, they even said it gold.
So, Karlene, welcome back. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
All right. This segment is actually brought to you by not GMAC Music Solutions, but JTMC Enterprise. And JTMC did a lot of work behind the scenes on the weekend with the Reggae Meets Soul concert, with the Drifters headlining for the soul side of it, and the likes of Kashif Lindo, Annette Brissett, Leroy Sibbles, the Melodians, Michael Russell. Am I leaving anybody out? I think I got everybody. It was just awesome. But JTMC did some work behind the scenes there. They got the hook up, and I want to thank Joanna Marie and the rest of the crew from JTMC for sponsoring this segment of the show. All right, Karlene.
Yes.
So we left off on
Another reason why you can't, they don't see their kids.
Yes.
It's not only about the child support payment, it's about them being happy, having another woman in their lives. Yeah. Well, sometimes some guys tend to rub it in their faces, and the
that
woman
they've moved on.
They've moved on, and it's on social media, and they got to pay. It's like, so I usually listen, when you guys were together, you didn't communicate well. Now all of a sudden you want to communicate. I mean, seriously. And, so keep your private life private. The less she know, the better.
So,
no need.
Hold on. If they were on social media when they were a couple, and they broke up, and now he's with somebody else and he's on social media, there's nothing abnormal about that.
No, but there's nothing no normal. But we have a very, very precious thing that you want to protect and you want to be a part of, which is your child. And unfortunately, she's going to use that. So what we're going to have to do is kind of scale it back a little bit. I know it's tough. It's not fair. It's not right. But that's just how it is. And that's why instead of you fight with her every day and going through this nonsense, take her to court. Let it be a court order. So when she starts to act up, then we take her to court for contempt. If these women see that you're not messing with her as much just the way she's taking you, you can take her, and she know because a lot of them, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. He just talking. They know you guys won't do anything. But if
Mm.
she sees that you would do that, then she'll back off. I had a divorce. I did a divorce for a guy, and after I finished, he had 50-50 custody of this child, and he didn't have to pay child support because based upon the times she had him and had her, the judge said there was no need for him to be paying anything. And it is possible. It can happen.
Hmm.
You know?
That's something you don't hear every day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mr. Blackwood there. Yeah, I did that and he's now 50-50. Doesn't have to pay child support. And she was after, oh, I'm going to do this. She going to pay, but no. So I do a lot of divorce, and when we do the divorces with children involved, I try to make sure the visitation and all of that is in that divorce. And when I file it, that they can have rights to their kids, and that will be a court order. So the only way to beat the mother of your child is to take her to court and get it legally put in writing. Because the
Okay.
word of mouth thing, talking to her, it's not
It's
it's
not
not
going to
gonna work.
work.
It's not gonna work. It will work for a while, but once you see you look happy, then it's downhill spiral. Once you see you're not paying, then it's who is she to be punishing you? Who is she? Why you must trying to punish me when that's not right.
Mm.
So we need to start being more active with what we do. The court system is there. There are resources out there. We can't just sit back and keep talking about it all the time. Keep talking and not doing. We got to start acting. Start doing some stuff. Doing
Right.
your thing. Paying attention to your mail. Fighting everything that you get out there. Just start doing it. And I know it's easy for the woman when they go on child support because when they go to the child support office, the child support people, they have all those people there and the attorneys, and they fight the case for them, and they just sit back and watch it happen.
Right.
When you guys now have to maybe pay someone or get an attorney or find someone because there's no free agency out there to say, okay, let we fight for you to see your kid or fight for you to get this payment.
Right. Right.
Unfortunately, they're there working for them. So it's kind of hard. And I know sometimes you guys don't have the money, you don't have the patience to want to go up there in court because when they're on child support and they go to court, the Department of Revenue represent them. They don't even have to show up. You know, when you do it on your own, you're gonna have to show up. You're gonna have to be there. You're gonna be active. But if you have someone to help you fill out the documents and do it, because I fill out all the paperwork, all you have to do is show up when the court date comes and speak your truth. So that's
Okay.
yeah, I do everything. I do because besides being a mediator, I have my own company which is called Maxwell Solutions, where I do and that's under Maxwell Solutions where I help file your documents for your child support, immigration, green card, and I mostly do divorces. Majority of the stuff is divorce, and I help the guys do their divorces and make sure they get the visitation with their kids in the divorce.
Nice.
You
See,
know.
again, that is the part that is really important. That
Yes.
visitation part.
Oh
That
yeah.
that you know, for me, um, it is the the struggle comes when other things come into play, and the other
Yes.
things that come into play all have a dollar value, and the one thing
Yes.
that doesn't, the one thing that you cannot put a dollar value on is the thing that is used the most as a bargaining chip.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I had a guy came in my office. He was so frustrated with the whole thing, and he wanted to give up his parental rights. He's like, "Listen, I'm gonna give it up. I have a lot of guys who tells me, I just want to give up my parental rights. She can have him. I don't have to see him anymore. I don't care.
It hurts too much.
It's just too much. I can't deal with it. Just give it up. And why should I pay for something? Pay for something I can't be with or see or do anything with. So let's give up my parental rights, and I don't have to pay child support anymore. I don't have to do anything. I'm not a part of anything. Now you can give up your parental rights, but she would have to be in agreement with it. A lot of women do say, okay, I agree. They found another man. That man want to adopt a child, and they want to have be a happy go lucky, like the Brady Bunch, and perfect family. So they're willing to say, okay, I'll agree with you giving up their parental rights, and he will adopt the child as his child, and we won't see or speak to each other anymore, and we just go our separate ways.
Yeah, I could never see myself doing that.
Yeah, some guys. I mean, when when you're back against the wall, you're just beaten down enough. You just like,
Right. That's exactly it. When
yeah,
you feel that all is lost.
yeah, yeah, and you can't see a kid, and she's saying all these bad things about you, and it's just a constant thing, and you're just like, men tend to quit. They're not real fighters. They fight with things, but when it gets technical like this, they don't want to fight. Some of them will come in there and they will fight to the bitter end.
Hmm.
They're not gonna give up. But we have to be fighters and show our kids that, we fight for you. We were doing all of this for you, you
Right.
know. Don't give up. And no matter, she don't have all that power. She doesn't. She make you all believe that, but you just have enough rights, just like she does. You have the same amount of rights as she does. You just have to fight for yours, just like how she was fight. The difference is that she has somebody fighting for it, which is the Department of Revenue,
Right.
and you just gonna have to hire somebody out of your pocket to fight for you. But you do have someone there that could fight. Don't forget a lawyer; it's more expensive to fight, but you don't really, if you can, and then you can't really go in the courthouse and say, Judge, I want to do a modification. I can afford it and have a high price attorney in our Marnie suit representing you. That kind of defeat the whole purpose, because the time you're gonna pay him for that suit he's wearing, you could have just go pay the Monday. Oh, so that always
Right.
backfires. So it's never going there with no attorney, especially when you're trying to do a modification or trying to get your license back, or because you're saying you have no money, you're struggling, and you need it. You can't go in there with a lawyer.
Mm.
Yeah, that's just gonna just. But we just need to. My guys need to just start being a fighter. And if they know I'm here, they can reach out to me, and we'll take her down. I'd love to say that. We will take her down.
Maxine, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, they can call me at my number is 954-588-0473, and that's my business. I call answer anytime. My office is on Commercial and 441 State Road 7, and when I'm not there, I'm at the courthouse. So I'm back and forth. But
That's 954
588.
588 0473.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
definitely.
your hours are
Well, my hours are my hours. I work with everyone. There's no.
just call if they don't get you, leave a message. You get
Just
back to
call,
them,
leave a
right?
message. I work. I mean, like today, I was in the office until 6, and I go Saturday. I'll be there all day. So I try. Even one Sunday. Let me tell you, on Sunday, I did one Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, because he kept delaying. Oh my God! Sometimes I feel like I have like 100 sons that I'm talking, because it's like pulling. They're like, do it, get it done. You got to do it, And I'm on them. I'm not the kind of person like you call me, you tell me something. Once you tell me your situation and I know what it is, I will be calling you hey, get it done. Let's do it. Let's do it. You got everything. Let's go. Let's go. I'm on it. I become your, I just let's do it. Let's do it. That's how I am.
Do you only operate in Broward?
No, well, if it's about the child support and if the case is in Broward County, then it's easier. Dade County is the worst. You will
Mm.
never get anywhere in Dade County if your case is in Dade County. And the other counties, it's pretty hard. I know mostly about Broward County, so if your case is in Broward County, I can help you with that. The divorce, if you're anywhere in South Florida, I can divorce you anywhere in South Florida. But when it comes to child support, if it needs to be a Broward County case for me to help you,
Okay.
because yeah, Dade County is not really under the Department of Revenue. They're under the state attorneys, and they're terrible.
Mm.
Oh God, they don't have any mercy for you guys there.
That
No
doesn't sound
mercy.
positive at all.
No, yeah, they don't have any mercy. They really don't care. So
Well, I thank you, Karlene,
you are very welcome. It
for
was a pleasure speaking with you.
it was a
I did
pleasure
enjoy
listening.
it. I did enjoy it.
It was a pleasure listening, and you ladies out there with your male friends that are going through it,
Exactly, yeah.
listen. I started this discussion making a post saying that it breaks my heart that women would actually try to turn their children against their fathers just because their relationship didn't work out. And it became a gender war. And I had to really reel them in on the posts
Mhm.
to say, listen, this is not a gender war. This is about this particular aspect of the situation. Yes, the same thing happens in the reverse. Men do it too. But, and one of the people that commented on the post said it very well. Women are more vindictive than men.
Oh, of course.
So, more often than not, the case will be that women are doing it and not men.
Yeah. Well,
So,
when I do my mediation and I did a class at Nova, do you know there is so many men that are being abused by women?
yes.
I mean, mentally and physically abused by women. Women, I mean, we are terrible people. I'm telling you, we can get out there. And there are a lot of
Yeah.
men that are being there are a lot of men that are being abused, but because they're men, they don't really want to say anything or bring it up, and so it just goes under the radar. But believe me, we are we they just paint this picture that they're the abuser, they're the but we are also are.
Hmm.
We women are also those we are like that also.
I know of a woman that told her ex,
Hmm.
listen, I know that the children are your weakness,
Oh yeah,
and that's why I use them.
of course. I mean, yeah.
But
And now my thing is when they have these things about black girl rock and black woman and black this, why don't they not teach? Are they teaching them not to use their children as a pawn?
right.
What are you saying? Oh, empower yourself, be beautiful, black, love. But yeah, but now when you meet that man that you say, oh, you need, and you have a kid, and then she turned left, all that teaching you teaching her gone out the window. She became she came Laquanda. I mean, poor Carlene becomes Shaquanda, and she's a whole different person.
Mm.
And we need to also teach. You have a they need to be having teaching to women about that. Stop using that as a pawn. It is wrong.
Normally this is the kind of argument that you'd expect to hear from a man. Are you
Oh,
listening more that it's coming from a woman?
ah,
I
uh,
hope
it.
you are.
I hope so too. And I'm here, and I don't mind they call in and asking questions over the phone and I give their feedback, I don't
Right.
need to come in. You don't need to come in my office and talk with me, and I don't charge to get for you to ask me questions. So if there's something bothering you and you want to call, hey, Mrs. Williams, so and so, give you my little 2 cents. If there's something you really want me to help you with, we're welcome to make an appointment, and we come in and we'll make it happen. We'll find her, and we'll take her down.
Sounds good to me. Thank you, Karlene. I look forward to chatting with you again. Come next week, the discussion
Awesome.
continues. It
Yeah,
does.
maybe we should change it from real talk to take her down. Oh, Lord.
my guest next week will, all being well, be attorney at law Tasha Simmons.
Okay.
And we continue this discussion with parental alienation and taking it to the courts.
Yep.
So, I thank you, Karlene. Thank you very
you.
much.
No problem. You're very welcome.
All right, you take care, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you, my dear. Good night.
All right. As we get into our musical therapy, this is the son of Carrie Underwood. This one is called Little Toy Guns. This final segment is brought to you courtesy of the Wake Up and Live show. Sorry, Rockwell wasn't on this morning, but all being well, he should be back tomorrow. 7 till 11, rotterbox.net. Somewhere around about 10:15, 10:20. The shenanigans. I get some help when I pop in for the drive-by. Yeah, you know. I can't resist. Minutes to the top of the hour. Gonna take a quick little break. Come back, I got some new music for you from Denai Singleton. Better days ahead. We'll be right back. When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school, I learned that I'm ugly and useless. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. In history, I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends. In English, I learned that I make people sick. And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell. In chemistry, I learned that no one.
In biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid.
In English,
And in math, I learned that I'm trash.
the only thing I didn't learn in school today.
The only thing I didn't learn today.
The only thing I didn't learn
is why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy B, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Seal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
Yes. Akar Mantino, I'm making notes right now. You are locked in to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift.
I say, yo, despite all of the struggles you have faced, you know, let's always remember this. Better days are to see. Yeah, that. Even though life's rough, things tough, and times change.
As promised,
Don't give up.
new music coming to you from Denai Singleton.
Cause after the rain falls, the sun.
It's called Better Days Ahead.
Better days ahead. Better days ahead. Me get kicked out in the streets, I get in your job. I'm growing up food for eat, packing out no paper. The amount of studio me bleach, my rust area. Brand new rhythm for release, get pen to paper. 2014, gradually me bang up some stuff for your book. Car wash, no play money inside book. Hustle to the hustle, what you know about struggle and survival. When stress reach, me smart weed and ease the pressure. Them see that's how you life's rough, things tough, and times red. But don't you give up, fight the fight until the end. Cause after the rain falls, the sun must shine again. Better days ahead, better days ahead. No fish to walk in my shoes, but them not really know. Struggles of a fight of a true man coulda dead enough. Never you lose faith, roll up your head enough. Put in the work as life, I don't know better us. Give thanks, my tune up, play up on the radio. See me on the TV, we them want me living now. For me leave for the show, wipe the tears them from my eyes. You can't see me dog crying. Even though life's rough, things tough, and times red. But don't you give up, fight the fight until the end. Cause after the rain falls, the sun will shine again. Better days ahead, better days ahead. I mean, I say, regardless of all I go on, you know, just look forward, is it? But you don't know a better days ahead. I just go and put in the work with self to make everything possible. All of my friends in my circle, all of my family them. Better days ahead, you know. Even though life's rough, things tough, and times red, don't you give up, fight the fight until the end. After the rain falls, the sun must shine. Better days ahead, better days ahead.
When the sun goes down and the moon gets bright, and everybody in for the night, me need some company to make the mood feel right. Someone to squeeze up tight, yeah. Me need a nice empress to look good in her dress, and once yours is mine, me give you all access. Come make me take a ride, come make me drive out west. Are you alone? There's no contest, but until then, I'm still searching for true love. Someone who's sent from above.
This is the sound of Dana, not Dana. Coming on to the sound of Dana. Better days ahead. This is King Charles. Still searching.
Take a break from the up and down. Come make me take a shot to Spanish town. Me a the king, so I you can wear the second crown. Me a go pick your way up and when I come down. Hey. Because of you me like, and me a sit down and a pray for make you be wife. So do me right and make sure you be right. And me a tell you how me feel on a Tuesday night. Oh, oh. I'm still searching for true love. Someone who's sent from above. I want her to be my girl. Oh, and together we rule the world. We rule the world. So tell me, are you out there now? Maybe give you good loving and not play around. Are you out there? Are you out there now? Maybe give you good loving and not play around. Are you out there? Are you out there now? Maybe give you good loving and not play around. Are you out there? Are you out there now? Tell me. So me sing again. I'm still searching for true love. Someone who's sent from above. I want her to be my girl. Oh, and together we rule the world. We rule the world. And when the sun goes down and the moon gets bright, and everybody in for the night, me need some company for make the mood feel right. Someone to squeeze up tight, yeah. Need a nice empress to look good in her dress, and what's yours is mine. Me give you all access. Come make we take a ride, come make we drive out west. Are you alone? There's no contest. But until then, I want you back. Said I want you back, baby. Want you back. My bed is so lonely from you walked out that door. Can't stop thinking about you. Life ain't no good without you.
This is Korik, 13 minutes to the top of the hour.
You sheltered me from harm.
His rendition of Everything I Own.
Kept me warm. You gave my life to me. Set me free. You set me free. The finest years I ever knew are all the years I spent with you. I would give everything I own. Give up my life, my heart, my home. I would give everything I own, yeah, just to have you back again, just to talk to you once again. And if there's someone you know that won't let you go and is taking it all for
This is Etana.
And you show me no love.
Track called Good Enough.
Give you my whole life and it wouldn't be, won't be good enough. I climb a mountain, run 1,000 miles for you. I'm a strong woman, but I swallow my pride for you. I can't afford to lose myself over you. 'Cause if I gave you my whole life, no, it wouldn't be, won't be good enough. Hills and valleys I tried for you, walk through fire just to save you. I can give you my everything, but what would I get in return? The seas are rocky, we're sailing through. I won't turn over on you, but you wouldn't do the same. I can swim across the oceans, and it wouldn't be good enough. Show my emotions, but you still treat me rough. Give all my devotion in exchange for your love. I could give you my whole life and it wouldn't be, won't be good enough. I've done it all, tried many times to be the one to satisfy, baby. But you don't care, you don't understand. All you do is take my love for granted. Take my love. Swim across the oceans, and it wouldn't be good enough. Show my emotion, but you still treat me rough. Give all my devotion in exchange for your love. I could give you my whole life and it wouldn't be, won't be good enough. Swim across the oceans, and it wouldn't be good enough. Show my emotions, but you still treat me rough. Give all my devotion in exchange for your love. I could give you my whole life and it wouldn't be, won't be good enough.
Giving you an Etana double play.
Never comes. Words don't matter now, 'cause all we have
Somebody told me once, listen,
today would
that Richest Girl tune,
to be okay.
I just love it, can't done.
Things you did, moments live, but you let one slip away.
And with good reason.
Change, nothing will change for me. The third thing that matters is always free. I can lose it all. Money in the bank.
I got 8 minutes to go before I get out of here for the weekend.
Drop today, and all we have could all just fade away. So I give you everything that's intangible. I hope you know this love is from my soul. Nothing will change, nothing will change for me. 'Cause everything that matters is always free. I can lose it
So I have one more Etana that I'm so compelled to play tonight. And that one is a song called Blessing. Now, if you've never heard this song before, you're gonna hear it now.
Cause when a man love a woman and a woman love a man, a judge a blessing.
Yeah, leaving you this week with a lot of love.
Cause when a boy love a girl and a girl love a boy, a judge a blessing.
Like I love you and you love me, I got a blessing.
Well, it is a must, loving you, my dear, it's my life priority. Just bless me with your smile, I love your simplicity. I'm dreaming of tomorrow for me and you. I'll make you my reality, girl.
I will be the woman to satisfy your need. You can count on me through thick and thin, supporting you do everything.
Cause when a man love a woman and a woman love a man, a judge a blessing.
Like I love you and you love me, I got a blessing.
Cause when a boy love a girl and a girl love a boy, a judge a blessing.
Like I love you and you love me, I got a blessing.
Well, some of them are trying to confuse your mind, but diamond and gold not always a shine. Trust my heart and for sure you'll be mine. Look up to the sky, that a sign. Well then,
but that is just a waste of time. Them so can break down love divine. I am yours and you are mine, forever till the end of time.
cause when a man love a woman and a woman love a man, a judge a blessing.
Like I love you and you love me, blessing.
Cause when a boy love a girl and a girl love a boy, a judge a blessing.
Like I love you and you love me,
Found a love for me, darling, just dive right in.
I told you,
Follow my lead.
we're leaving in love.
I found a girl, beautiful.
What's up, Mr. Vegas?
I never knew you were the song
His rendition of Perfect.
for me. Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I'll never give you up this time, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms.
As we roll out, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I want to remind you to look out for your community, members of your community. And your community is not just the development that you live in, but it spreads far and wide. So those that you pass on the bus, on the plane, on the boat, on the train, whether you walk, ride, or drive, these people are members of your community. Do something nice for one of them today, because you never know who's going to do something nice for you tomorrow.
Stronger than anyone I
And of course, I want to encourage you
shares my dreams.
to be good.
That some
But if you can't be good, just go ahead and be good at it, yeah? My name is DJ Kevin Stew, and it's my pleasure to do it to you, for you, and with you. I'll be back on Monday. Almost said Tuesday. I'll be back on Monday with Community and Finance. But I'll definitely be in the drive-by Wake Up and Live show tomorrow at about 10:15, 10:20 thereabouts. So tune in to Sir Rockwell on rodbox.net and catch the shenanigans, yeah? I'm out of here. Oh, don't forget, before I get out of here. But this latest song is on at 8 tomorrow on the latest song show. So don't miss it. Alright, now I'm out. Is priceless. Consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.